Daniel, welcome to the New Property Show. Great to have you here.
Thank you very much.
So the local experts, how local are they?
We're very local and we're very national. So we're all over Australia, and we're a brand new company that's taking on the services industry. And but we are extremely local. We take on local gardeners, local cleaners, local tradesmen, local builders, electricians, plumbers, and we're across most suburbs in Australia.
So essentially, maybe the way I would look at it is like a franchise.
Yep.
Franchise with a lot of referral networking. So you're taking in a job, you're finding the right expert, making sure they're pre-qualified, do their police checks, they're ticking off a lot of boxes. Do you want to explain really how somebody would actually come on and work for you guys or get a referral from you?
Yeah, 100%. It's actually really quite simple. It does get misguided with a franchise taint because we do have really strong branding. However, there is no sign-up agreements. There's nothing like that. Service providers can just come on board via our service provider app, and they apply. And they need to upload a police check, working with children's check, insurances, any licenses that may be applicable as well. So, and we thoroughly vet all of those service providers prior to being onboarded onto our app. So, it's quite a unique position because we actually help customers and service providers alike connect as part of our business model, and we found that through other services models there isn't that interconnection or ownership of the customer and service provider relationship. So we offer some really unique opportunities by even managing the transaction between customers and service providers. We manage the invoicing. We do there's a lot of benefit to becoming a local expert.
So basically, the way I look at it, and I'd like to talk about the consumers, but if a consumer uses your local expert, and they've got 5 different jobs going on, they've got a plumbing, carpentry, painting and a kitchen, they're not getting 4 different invoices, 4 different payment terms. They're dealing with one company that they've built a relationship with.
Correct.
Basically, you mean that the nasty part sometimes is the bill.
Yeah.
So you're taking the pain out of it. So from a customer's point of view, how do they engage with you, and what's the benefit of using, the local expert?
Yeah, so from a customer's perspective, there's a lot of comfort because they already know that whoever they accept into their house from local expert has already gone through the hoops, so to speak. So there's a lot of comfort to be able to say, well, they are police checked, they are insured, they are qualified to do the job that they are said to do. We hear a lot of nightmare stories out there of independent operators that are doing part of the job, taking money, disappearing with local expert. That just doesn't happen. We have a service guarantee in place. So no matter what occurs, we always make sure that our customers' needs are always met, and we manage that transaction all the way through. So yeah, it is very, very common for a lot of people to be able to be very nervous about who they're employing to do the work and to do the gardens, because we are going to people's personal property, that we are going into their homes. So to do that, we need to provide the right level of comfort and reassurance to our customers that the people that are going there are approved to be able to be there.
It's essentially almost like Scotty from the block. You're managing jobs, which is fantastic. And the bit that really caught my attention there was the service guarantee.
Yes.
So knowing, look, at the end of the day, people are people, things can go wrong, okay? You could have a tiler turn up and they could get injured or their kid's sick and they've got to go home, and for whatever genuine reason, cannot complete the job. Now, typically, you've got to wait for that person to come back 1 to 2 weeks. In that situation, what would happen? In
that situation, if we needed to be able to assist, we'd ensure that client's job is completed in full. So we go to our network of service providers to be able to assist, and then we'll make sure that occurs in full for that client so that they're happy with the result. And it is that level of comfort, it is that next level of reassuring clients that no matter what happens, you will get the job completed as per quote. And effectively, that's all consumers want, to be safe and enjoy the byproduct of their quote.
Okay, so let's talk about a couple more things then. So let's focus on 3 different types of jobs. So first one would be, if someone come to you and they've said, hey, we've got a home, we don't really know what to do, but we want to do a renovation. It's a 20 to 40 grand renovation. They want to do some aesthetics and a few things. Have you almost got somebody to help quote at that position and then delegate, hey, we'll come through the home and we're going to give it a touch up for sale?
What would happen, we do have builders on our platform. So depending on the information that we receive from the client, we'll always be able to send out a builder that can do part or full renovations. So, and that quote, we don't interfere with the quoting process between a service provider and a customer. We allow that to take its natural course. And then from there, we make sure that that's adhered to in full. So whether it be 20,000, 40,000, 60,000, whatever that licensed builder is licensed to be able to do, they will complete and be able to quote.
Okay. Now, new builds. My area of expertise. Absolutely love it. Typically, if you're going with a major builder, you're going to get, you can get anything up to just a shell of a home. Through to carpet, through that. Have you got any examples where somebody can come in and hand over? So I predominantly focus on what's called full turnkey homes, which is fencing, landscaping included. Some of them are a little bit DIY. Talk to me about that. So you experience with new build, what's normally missing and where could you assist? So
with any new build that we've had come through our platform, it's always been one of those disconnects that you see, that client interaction is not always, there seems to be a disconnection with other builders where they don't have the relative experience to be able to go through the full design phase. But through us, we make sure that we've already got a breadth of experience in going through the whole new build process. So we make sure that obviously their credentials are in place. We've got backstock of what their previous history is. So, and any work of examples and any other licensing and what their trading company looks like. So we do actually a back end check on the company to make sure that they are who they are. So to be able to be signed off by local expert, we make sure that we're covering them off in full.
Just for fun, what's some of the smallest jobs you've done?
Changing light globes.
Perfect.
How
many experts did it take?
It took one expert, and I must admit it turned into half an office refit. So
excellent.
So it is a very, very interesting world to be in, because quite often we actually do get that. We'll have pruning of roses, and that will turn into a barbecue build or a patio design. I
think it ultimately really always starts with trust and relationship. And I think once you've got that team, they're probably therefore looking for more people. Okay, now local expert moving forwards, what does it look like in a year from now?
Well, right now we're expanding at the rate of knots. So we're not far from launching our consumer app. So quite simply, you'll be able to download Local Expert, pick the service provider you want from a menu on your app. That's launching at the start of next year. We expect that that'll also bring on WA, Northern Territory, Tasmania opportunities as well nationally for our business. So it's going to be a vast growth pattern. And on the back of what we're able to do, we're able to offer finance for a lot of the larger style work that is out there. So that finance company will be launching in approximately 1 to 2 months, so we'll be able to financially support a lot more work, and that'll be offered to our Local Expert clients via the app.
I think with that said, really it's almost like picking up a car. You kind of need the money to go with it as well, or buying a home. I think it's a really good element. Look forward, obviously, having you back and discussing that further. For anybody, I guess, that's watching as a customer, have you got a few tips with what they could use your Local Expert for? So they're going to walk around their home. What are they looking for?
Pretty much anything. We can handle any job that needs to be done, whether it be any form of plumbing, gutter cleaning, whether it be a redesign, a wall build, installation of a TV, whether you want new floors, new windows, new doors. Talking about the sustainable piece, there is a lot of interest now in door and window replacements. There is a significant amount of opportunity, but we can handle all of it with the right people.
Excellent. Mate, you've been a fantastic guest. Lots of fun.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for coming on.
Pleasure.